Hey guys, how are you today? Got a little recipe for you to finish off the week. Now the corn's been really good lately. I haven't been using corn in a while, and I saw a couple of different people that had done a corn chowder on YouTube in the last few weeks. I've seen at least, corn must be getting good in the States too, because I've seen like 3 or 4 videos. So it got me thinking corn again. And I've done a video on corn soup or corn dressing before, but and to be quite honest, I don't know how close this is to that one. That's one of the first tasks I've got to do starting July 1st to start getting organized, is go through a lot of my videos and maybe make some playlists, especially for the recipes, and see what I've got. Because to be quite frank, I haven't written a lot of them down, and I forget combinations, I forget what I make. So this one, I don't think it's exactly, and I'm always, tweaking along, and I don't know if you'll call this one an epic one. I'm going to make a little twist on it. I made this yesterday, and I always like to do a video. Usually a video that I do of a recipe will come from something that I made the day before, and I like to make it first like that so I can see like maybe some changes that I want to make to it to make it a little bit better. So here's what we've got. And now, just so you'll know the scale of this, this is the NutriBullet, and this is the large container. So up here I've got, this is about 2 large ears of corn. I've got a red pepper, cut up or chopped up and put in there. I've got 3 cloves of garlic. I've got the juice of 2 limes. And I've got like probably stalk of celery, maybe like this. Maybe like that. Maybe like that. That's what she said. No, old office joke for you. Yeah. And now what I'm going to do, yesterday, the one thing that I saw, I think I got a little heavy because I'm not used to doing corn. This NutriBullet is still new to me, so I don't know how much it can take. I already had a little bit of the lime juice in there. It was just the slightest bit too thin because I put just a little too much water in there. So there's going to be a couple of blendings here, so I'm just going to go really light. That might be too light, but it's always easier to add more. We can't take any away, so let's give it its first blending. All right, that was good. Glad I didn't put more. Now, like I said, I don't know if most people do this. I've seen some photos, and I think people generally try to make the photo look a little bit nicer, but I've seen people actually just load it, make their whole thing, put it in there, and blend and go, and that's done. Me, I got to do it like I used to do with my old blender and just see what'll fit, what'll go. Now I had another ear of corn. Another ear of corn here I knew it didn't have room in there on the first go round, but we're going to add that in. We're going to get this stuff really corny, however we want to call it. Next thing that's going in is some basil. I like lots of basil. Like, to be honest, that's funny. People have told me to grow my basil before, but I really don't even know how realistic it would be. I mean, yeah, I am going to get some basil plants. I'm going to get some other herb plants too. I guess I just haven't been all that excited because somebody's coming to visit. I haven't been all that excited because I eat so much basil that I know I'm still going to have to buy basil anyway. I mean, I literally eat a ton of basil. I like when I see, I smile when I see people put 3 or 4 leaves of basil in a recipe. All right, but even for me, that should be good. Now we're getting a little, I do have another ingredient. Now we're going to blend it one more time. I hope I didn't cut myself too close, because these bad boys want to spill over. I may have packed it too full. I think we're good. All right, now this last step is something I didn't do yesterday, but I'm going to do it today. And I'm going to also probably make this again this weekend and use some hemp seeds. But I wanted to get it a little creamier, so I've got half an avocado here, nice good avocado. And that is going to be the final ingredient, and then we're going to see what we've got. It's not even so much, I'm not putting in the avocado into this one because of the fat or because I don't necessarily feel like I have to have avocado today. It's just for the kind of, just so I can get kind of a creamy consistency to it. That's what I'm in the mood for. All right, final blend. Let's see how it goes. Yep. I still can't get quite used to these things. They're it's just not a bad machine though. I like bigger. I like bigger, and I may look to get a bigger carafe, whatever you call these things, when I go to the States. But for the consistency, I really like the machine so far. And there we go. Now, like I say, you can use this. I think you could use this, as I'm looking at the consistency, you could eat this like a soup. I'd probably have to have a little bit more something to go with it because than just that, but you could eat it like a soup. Yeah, nice thick consistency. You could eat it like a soup. You could use it as a salad dressing, or you could use it as a dip. Like, I'm not real sure yet. I've got some cabbage, I got some broccoli and some cauliflower and some things I might throw in the food processor here in a few minutes, but for just testing sake, I got some cucumber chips. And we're going to see how this came out. Good stuff. Good stuff. Not putting quite so much water in there helped. Putting the avocado, half of an avocado in there definitely made it nice and creamy. You don't have to. You could make this, you could probably make this however you wanted to make it. You could make this either without any fat, don't put the avocado or the hemp seeds in. You could put half an avocado in there. You could put a couple or 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds to give it a little bit of a thicker texture, but that's all for the texture. Or, you know, if you don't put much water in there, it's still going to be fairly thick, even without any of the sources of fat put in there. So there's a little good one for you. Super easy. Took me about 10 minutes of putting things together here. You know, that's how I roll. Quick and easy. Thanks. I hope you enjoyed this one. Try it. I love it. I love it when you people try my recipes and show me photos, even though you make much nicer photos than me. But hey, that's cool. I got my caveman style, and I like to see. I never want to make people think that I'm making fun of it or whatever. I don't do pretty photos. I don't do pretty food. I don't do pretty videos, but I appreciate them. I'm on Instagram quite a bit drilling over the food porn on there. So if you like this recipe, give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll subscribe to the channel. If you know anybody that likes corn, share this with them. This is a good recipe here. Anyhow, hope you guys have a great weekend. Have fun. Peace.